I first retired, I had set some goals for my retirement, and I was looking for some volunteer activities. I wanted something that would allow me to make a commitment to the community, but I wanted to do something direct. I had other experiences where I was in the background, but I wanted an activity where it would actually be face-to-face with the people that we were working with or trying to help.
Actually, I wanted to be part of the solution to what I saw as a growing problem with non-English speaking people not learning English. And in a discussion with a friend, I said, well, then if we aren't happy because they're not learning English, we have to be part of the reason they learn.
Well, I've always enjoyed reading, and like most people say, they were looking for some way to give back to the community. So it's a way to help individuals and help the community.
And then I wanted something that I would find enjoyable. And when I looked around, volunteering as a tutor was the thing that hit the bill, and I said, this is what I want to do.
I would say to new tutors, be patient.
Patience with your student, patience with yourself.
Be patient with the person that you're tutoring, because it can be very difficult studying another language. And be patient with your progress.
Measuring progress, I think, is one of the hardest challenges to meet. You think you're doing a good job, you think your student is learning, and just measuring that is kind of a challenge. And then keeping the student motivated sometimes is hard, and sometimes it's even hard to keep yourself motivated.
Relax. Okay, I think as a new tutor, you're a little bit apprehensive about what you're getting involved with and very concerned about methodology and techniques. And this is an activity, at least in my opinion, where attitude is more important than aptitude.
You don't always see quick results, but if you look a little bit at a time, in short increments, you'll find that you're making progress, and sometimes a little thing will make a big difference with somebody.
Learning is not a quick process.
But as long as you focus on the student and do what's necessary to help that student go from where he or she is to where she or he wants to be, go with it and enjoy what you're doing. When you look at your student and you see the light bulb go on and the student caught something that he or she was struggling with, and they've made a little progress, and all of those little progresses over time then become a success.
One of the things that I think was a success was when my student asked me to learn some of her language. And I thought that was kind of fun, and she said, "Next week, teacher." And she pointed to some words that she wrote and read to me, and I needed to learn them in her language. So I thought that was a trust, maybe, that came through, and I thought that was some success.
And gives you a sense of satisfaction that you know you've helped this person and they've moved from being very hesitant and very unsure or uncomfortable to being very outgoing, being willing to try to speak the language and gain confidence in themselves. And so I think that's very important.
A lady I had a young daughter, about 3 years old, and I was teaching her how to read in children's books. And I thought this would be a good way for her to learn. We would go over the books in class, and she would take the books home and read them to her daughter. And it got to the point where her daughter had possession of these books, and when her mother got home from work, would take the books to her mother and say, "I want you to read to me tonight, Mom, turn off the television." So you just get kind of warm and fuzzy feelings when things like that happen.